Hello everyone and welcome to Zeepkist Cup of the Week. For those of you who don't know how this works, we get 10 minutes to practice a map we have never seen before, after which there will be 2-minute elimination rounds where the slowest players get eliminated. This week we have a map by Sahne, and from what I've been told, we've got a brand new mechanic never before seen in Cup of the Day. And that would be gliding. I don't see any gliding yet. I do see a speed check at 2 and 3. Oh boy, this is a map. Here's the paraglider gate. Okay, so it's actually not too much gliding. A bit of a tight turn for a glider. I guess you got some safety there. We'll see how people can handle it. It looks like, though, the gliding is not going to be the important part of this track, as much as some people, Mackie, may have hyped it up. These first turns, these are going to be tough. A lot of speed conservation through some really wacky turns at the beginning. Wow. Yeah. Might be a little speed checky, but not too bad. And here comes the paraglider. I'm gonna switch into first person. Ooh, it's a bit of a climb. It's a bit of a bad final turn, but I made it into the finish. I'm gonna try to use first person for the paraglider. I usually do third person static, but I've discovered recently that that is nauseating to watch. So for all of your guys' sake, I'm going to try not to use that camera. I might try to just first person this whole map, because this is a bit disorienting in third person. A lot of up and down. Okay, the first person's not bad. It sets up a bit better for the flying. You just got to be careful of where your glider is in first person, because it is a little bit above the camera. You don't want to lose it. Hey, look at that though, third place. Oh, I saw somebody get the any percent record there. I really need to pay attention to speeds. 144 is going to be an interesting to watch out for, because that was a very wide line I had to take to get the 144. But that speed conservation might pay off with, especially how slow some of these higher up sections are. I do like the first person though for this whole map. 43.3 author time, 44.8. Probably not grinded that much, though. I'm in first place. Look at me go. So I probably want a smoother... Yeah, let's just reset that. Still a little bit of a bounce. 130, but that's kind of on a wall. It's hard to measure. I go super wide there. I come down and I hit this checkpoint at 140, which is not a great start for me. Got that bounce again. Okay, I do need, I think, a little bit of a wide entry. Either a wide entry or a really tight turn, but I think you need the speed conservation at the beginning. So wide, and we stay wide there. Switch over to the left side of the track, super wide on the outside. Don't want to steer too much. It's actually easy to oversteer that a little bit. 143 is pretty good. Quick Racer with the 42.7 and RTY with the 42.5. Kern Cobb getting up there as well. The times are dropping. 41s is what RT is saying. So let's take a little bit of a tighter turn, but then run it out a bit wider. Come down 147. Okay, so I like tighter turn. Do I like tighter turn, or did I just steer less overall? So much of the beginning of the track looks so similar. It's a bit of a memorization game to get all the corners correct. At least early on it will be. That's a little disorienting in first person in the cave, but it's going to be better than me trying to figure out third person standard cam flying. Oof, I keep getting that bounce. I think I'm switching to first person and then forgetting there's a bump in the road. There goes Kern Cobb into the 41s. What happens if I go really wide here but just don't steer the second half? I do have to correct a little bit to the left. 145, 1 speed for a 3/10 loss I don't think is worth it. The tight line on that turn feels better, I think. Oh, that bounce. There we go. Got to get some careful rollovers to make sure you don't get airtime. And then here, out wide a little bit, cut it in the middle of that corner. 147, a little bit lower on the checkpoint. Get to the left a little bit so I don't fly off the road here. Try to keep it as straight as possible. Ooh, well, maybe not quite as straight as possible because you need some setup. Towards the end, I'm still up speed. Oh, lost my glider, but still got the 43-0. There's a spot at the end, so here's this little thing. Go down, and then I was trying to keep it mostly straight through this entire section, but there's a spot at the end at this checkpoint, I think, where you need to be on the left side so that you can swing around. Get a good exit up towards the glider gate. So I go a bit higher than Sandals in front of me. Here, get to the left a little bit. Oh yeah, I lost contact with the ground. Might want to try a tight first corner. I talked about it very early on, but I thought you would lose too much speed. Might be worth trying once though, just so I don't miss out on something. And then at some point up here, you want to be on the left side of the road. I was too early, way too early for that turn. Running out of time in the warm-up round, I'm going to try this tight turn one. It's going to save quite a bit of time. But what is these checkpoint 2 speed? Checkpoint 2 is way down. I do think I overturned a little bit in there, but not by 8 speed. This early in the map, speed is going to be more important than your time split. Oh man, it's really hard, that section. It's almost like a weird inverted slalom section right in here. It's like every turn you're coming into it on the wrong side of the track from where you want to be. And then this is the important part up here. So it's actually well after the checkpoint that you want to be out wide, probably by about that sign that you want to turn in. So Kern Cobb leads the warm-up round with a 41.6, Hydro in second. The two of them have been trading off a lot of the wins lately, and it looks like they might be on pace for another. War Snack in the lobby, very unusual. He's in fourth. Got RTY and Quick Racer looking fast. Horns blaring. I'm going to turn players off so I can see in first person. I think I'm giving it a bit too much steering on this run, but let's just see if I can get a time. Ooh. Out wide and then loop in. There we go. That was pretty much the only turn I've done well on this run. Let's get a time, and if it's good... Ooh, lost the glider. It's okay. It's not a good time, but am I going to be through with this? Probably, honestly. Let's watch Kern Cobb. Kern Cobb's still on their first run. Where am I? I'm in bottom 3 of those who have finished, but I'm not expecting everyone to finish. He actually turns down in the glider, which is interesting. Potentially worth it. Get to take that corner a little bit tighter because you're not... oh, he goes inside there also. You're not making room for the glider on the bottom side of your car, so you can take that turn a little bit tighter. I do think the game tends to pull you a little bit in the glider direction, so it may lose some speed, but because it's the last corner, that could be faster. And then he fell off the road there. See if anybody else... I don't know. There's too many players to flip through this early. I'm in 17th with that terrible time, which means there's a lot of DNFs. War Snack among them. It looks like the War Cans is out. An unfortunate comeback for the veteran. A lot of players eliminated. Pretty much a third, actually just over a third of the lobby eliminated. $41-0 by Kern Cobb. Ooh, that was way too early to turn. Kern does the inside line. I need to remember that. There must be a better way through there. Oh, actually, I might have just seen it. Oh, and I'm too early again. Oops. Uh-oh. I still have time for just about 2 completed runs. The Kern is super inside on that turn, and that apparently is faster. I'll trust him. He put down a 0.0, so... And here, I think you actually don't really want to swing to the left too much for the setup to that turn. Take it more like that. Inside at the checkpoint to swing outside and then back around to the left. It's a little awkward. It's more like middle at the checkpoint. And then let's just not crash in the flying section here because I don't have time to reset. We will take this last turn very safe. Hit the ground, but that's okay. I just wanted to finish. We can practice this beginning a little bit more. So interesting that that line is faster. I guess you do save a lot of time. Swing it a little bit more to the left there. And then do this section, and then you want to be kind of middle. I think you want to be outside at about where that white arrow is that's just out of my vision. Kern Cobb puts down another 0.6. Everybody else still in the low 42s. Hydro and RTY, that is. And everyone else behind that quite a bit further back. Only 2 DNFs in round 2. So people pretty consistently getting times at this point. Pretty decent start. I liked what I did in my second run last time. Going more central for CP2. And then it gets you a little bit of a better line here. Little bit of an awkward turn. Didn't quite get the angle I wanted. Now we come into the flying section. A little hard to see where I'm going in first person, but I think I would far prefer that to any other camera at this point. Kerncobb consistent in the 41s. So I lose about half a second going wide. Does that speed catch up though? 1 speed for 3/10. Bad setup for this corner. I don't think so. I think it is a couple tenths, 2 to 3 faster to take the inside line that Kerncobb does. I'm currently in 10th, which is shockingly close to the elimination zone. Bunch of people without times. That a big first round knockout is making this cup go by quite quickly, as we're already down to, it's going to be 15 players in the next round. That was not good. And I'm still not sure what the line is. Kerncobb has a 40.8. That is, I believe, a full second faster than anybody else. Nobody even has a 41 as their personal best. And a 40.8 is what Kerncobb has. Kern looking to get potentially another clean sweep. At this point, looking like the only thing that can beat him is his own mistakes. Hydro and RTY looking good for the other podium spots at the moment, but there are a lot of strong players in this lobby. Oh, I did the outside line, didn't I? Tiny bit of airtime there. Turn in there a bit earlier. Okay, that was pretty good. I actually found a line I quite like. Up until the glider portion of the map. Oh, 43.5, but I do think I did the wrong line. Round NZT gets a 41. Round one of those other strong players I was talking about. Wonder if I should reset, because I think I lost a little bit of speed at the very beginning. We can see at this checkpoint. I'll just take this. That was pretty good until that very final part. Oh, lost the glider, but hey, I'm into the 42s. 7th fastest. We've got 3 eliminations this round. 2 people currently without a time. Yeah, I had a little bit more speed in the start. See what this comes out to. Oh, it was about even, so I tried something slightly different on the entry to checkpoint 2, but didn't change anything. 1 DNF, I believe, because I think Owl had a time. 3 eliminations. That round now 2 eliminations until the top 6. I have been pretty comfortably in, like, around 7th to 10th. So I expect I could be good for a couple more rounds, but after that I'm going to need to find a lot more speed or time from somewhere. That felt a little bit awkward. That felt pretty good until the screechy tires at the end. Oh, 42.6 essentially. Don't mind Kerncobb's time. It's way out there. Hydro, though, gets a 41.5, so he's starting to contest up at the front. So, yeah, I was going to say this feels like a pretty good run so far. That felt like a not so great entry to that turn. That felt like a pretty good ending of the driving section, though. Oh, I feared for my glider. Let's, oh boy. I had such an awkward entry to that. I tried to do Kern's, upside down glide around the final corner. Partially because I had such an awkward entry towards the left side. Yeah, Kern still does it. Kern the only person doing it. Looks like it is Glauxitar and Pandamane getting eliminated in this round. Flying equals bad, I agree. No offense to this map. I do dislike flying, and I don't think I'm good at it, and yet I tend to do okay on the flying maps. I feel like it's more a matter of everybody else sucks worse, and not that I'm actually that good at it. Especially watching some people like Kern and Mackie. I was watching them do like glider ZSL, and seeing Kern get some really tight lines, stuff that I wouldn't dare trying with the paraglider. So I don't think I'm that good at flying. Obviously, Kern Cobb... Ooh, I lost a glider. Uh-oh. Kern Cobb is comfortable enough flying that he'll do the last corner upside down. A little bit of a hop. Do I want that? Probably not. Only 4 people with the time so far, and 2 of them at a 41.5. So other players getting pretty fast. Don't have time to reset anymore, so hopefully this is a good enough start. Not too bad with the flying. Don't mess up the flying. Ugh, 42.8, that might be me safe. With 2 people yet to set a time. Energy and sandals. That is neither of them. Ronan improves, but not ahead of me, and it looks like one of them's on the ground there. It looks like we got a double DNF in 9th and 10th. I did take that flying section pretty cautiously, but I'm not sure how much more speed I can get out of that. There's a whole second between myself and Quick Racer, 1 spot ahead of me. So this is probably the last round I stay in. It's kind of a battle between me, Ronan, and St. Nick by the looks of things. And the top 5 may be just on another level today. Interestingly, you do hit 200 speed there, so air resistance becomes a factor, and there may be a little bit less emphasis on speed conservation at the beginning, if that is the case. Oh, wide. Wide. Lost the glider, and I think tapped a mushroom on the outside of the tube. Got a time. Behind the 2 people I'm competing against. Looks like Ronan didn't have a particularly fun run either. Following Nameless Hydro here. A little bit of air, not super sure about that. Hydro a little bit more inside on that turn. A similar approach to this section. Trying to steal Hydro's lines. I have a lot of time to gain in the final corner. Which is good because I'm down so far. Much better final corner. Still lost the glider, but 43-0. Is that enough? Ronan does not improve by enough. And round NZT says GG, so I think I get through off of one of the top 5 DNFing. And once again, St. Nick with the 42.6, and then a huge gap up to Quick Racer in the 41.7s, and then Kern Cobb up there still by himself. RTY got pretty close. Round actually was second on GTR. DNF'd that round. RTY getting close to the 40s. Pretty solid start. Not a great setup for this section. Kept it outside a little bit later than I usually do, influenced by Hydro on that previous run a little bit. Ooh. Clipped something. Maybe the road beneath me. I might have to pull out the third-person static cam to get a good read on that final corner. A Quick Racer up ahead of me. Got a bit better entrance to this section. And I need to pull out my try-hard cam. You guys can see what it normally looks like when I fly. Oh! Without the lag spike. The lag spike is new. I lose so much time there. I might be out. It is RTY who needs a time. He is on a run, but I don't think he's near enough the end. Ooh, it's gonna be close. I think RTY might just get eliminated. Not close enough for RTY, so another one of the favorites dropping out. A lot of DNFs in these later rounds. So RTY have been pretty consistent in the top 3 with Kern Cobb and Hydro. It's another one out now. Kern Cobb, Hydro still looking on pace for podium. Quick Racer entering that conversation now. Nick and myself are still alive for some reason. Got a little bit of air. A little bit more air. I want to try something up here. Sorry for this nauseating camera angle. There you go. That's what I learned from this camera angle last time. Is that... Okay, I'm first. Me and Nick. Cool. What I learned last time is that I'm taking that final glider corner way too wide. So I actually have a lot of time to save by taking that tighter. And I'm way up on this run. It's interesting. And I got a bit of airtime twice on the previous run, so I should have quite a bit to gain here. It was a pretty solid run up to this point. Oh, man, I hit the ground. That was, I think that would have been a personal best for me. Hydro. Coming into the final corner, surely not another favorite gets eliminated. Nope, he has a good angle into the finish. And St. Nick is on a run. Could snipe me. God, I hope me crashing into the ground at the very end doesn't get me eliminated. Nick around the final corner, and And no, also crashes into the ground at the same spot. And no on the snipe. For some reason, I am still in this race. 40.5, two people at the 41.8, and then myself at the 42.5. Somehow holding on to the back of this pack. Ah, that was a tight angle. That was not how you were supposed to take that turn. Okay. That was a little bit wide. A little bit screechy on the tires. Not the greatest setup for this section. I still have time for 2 runs. Quick Racer with the only finish so far. Oh, a bit low. Bit all over the place. Way late on that turn. Need to go back to that third-person static. Final run. Kern Cop and Hydro. Surely they don't both DNF. Oh, there's a bad first turn. I'm in trouble. I mean, honestly, I'm not getting a 42.1 anyway. So, hopefully Kern DNFs. That doesn't usually happen, though. I don't see him. Oh, there it is. Okay. GG's. My time has come. Ow, the ground again. Could have been a PB, like a mid 42, but no way I was getting a 42-0. Quick Racer even improved upon that time. Oh, has Hydro seen the upside down ending that Kern does? So Kern Cobb, is that world record in fact the .5? It just might be. Podium places, Hydro, Quick Racer, and Kern. Take a quick peek. 582 is the world record. Kern looking ever faster. Quick Racer with an early reset. Got Hydro up ahead. Very difficult to understand the direction gravity is working. Oh, what is that? That's where a lot of the extra time is coming from. He takes that so wide. It allows for much better setup at that section that I kept struggling with. The upside down ending, Hydro tried it and I think got a little confused. There's another 0.6 for Kern Cobb Quick Racer coming up towards the end. See, Quick Racer, Hydro, and myself do that little inside, outside, inside on that corner. But Kern just goes outside, gets I think a little bit of a jump, and then maintains it on the outside and gets a much better ending to the driving section. Quick Racer loses the glider and doesn't even take the finish, just straight for the reset. Hopefully that doesn't come back to cost him. Hydro's still looking for a time as well. We haven't seen either of these guys get close to that 40.6. Keep an eye on both of them. This is the section here that Kern just takes outside all the way around. Hydro a little bit better line than Quick Racer and myself were taking. We'll see what Quick Racer does here. Yeah, a bit more inside. Runs out a little bit more to the outside. Hydro's going to try this upside down finish again. But he's once again confused and will maybe get to the finish. Quick Racer coming in. Going to see Hydro on the ground there. And Quick Racer gets the time. Hydro does not. Taking the risks to try to match Kern Cobb. And he is going to get eliminated. Quick Racer makes it through to his first finals, and Kern Cobb makes it one round away from, I believe, a third clean sweep in Cup of the Week. I agree, Hydro, you should not have tried the Kern strat. That looked so awkward. Kern Cobb, consistent with the 0.6, and Quick Racer going to need to find some time in the finals. Kern looking for his 14th Cup of the Week win. Quick Racer already with a personal best to get into the finals. Quick Racer, I know one of those players really wanting to get a good Cup of the Week result. Unfortunately, Kern Cobb has been stopping a lot of players from getting wins as of late. Look at that line, that's so clean. Comes up towards the end. Here comes the little upside down trick as he passes over Quick Racer on track. Upside down, 40.2? 40.2. Are you kidding me? What? That is a 3/10 improvement on world record, with the glider breaking at the end as well. Quick Racer, you need to improve by, let's see, 1.3 seconds personal best if Quick Racer wants to win this. We'll see if Quick Racer can get anywhere close to that. He just keeps resetting at the first corner, knowing he needs the perfect run here. Kern is on another run. I worry about what he might be able to do with that. Quick Racer, not super clean. Kern coming towards the end. Now Quick Racer comes to this tricky section. Kern Cobb looks like loses the glider again and will not get another finish, but I don't think that's going to be much a problem for Kern Cobb. He just set one of the craziest finals world records that I have ever seen. Quick Racer should be able to put a time in here at the very end. Gonna try the Kern Cobb strat as well. Gets it a bit cleaner than Hydro did, but it's only a 42. Kern Cobb with an insane time in the finals picks up another Cup of the Week win. Congratulations to him. If you want to see Cup of the Week stats and results, I will post the link to that spreadsheet in the description of this video. And if you would like to join Cup of the Week, join the CTR Discord, which will also be down there in the description. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!